No, my obsession is not triangle canvases. But when I saw them in the store, I could not resist. Because my current obsession is... Yeah, that's basically how my life is going at the moment. I'm incredibly obsessed with Tears of the Kingdom. Do you already see where I'm going with this? When I saw these triangles, my mind immediately jumped to Triforce. Even though it's not really represented in the newest game, but that doesn't matter. And I started sketching out ideas for Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf. This is how it's supposed to look in the end. I tried a new method of acrylic painting because this is the first time that I started with a sketch, and then I wanted to prime it. Now there's primer for acrylic painting, but I did not have primer. I want to do something that I did not do previously, and that is glazing it first. Which means I'm gonna mix some acrylics with water and just spread it over the whole canvas. For Zelda, I'm gonna use orange because I want this to be golden blue. And yeah, orange is the complementary color of blue, so I think it's gonna look most interesting. Now for Link, since he's not gonna be just green like this kind of spring green, but more rather this kind of green, I'm just gonna glaze him with orange as well. Now for Ganondorf, he's the opposite, because he's gonna be red. I have no idea if it's a stupid idea or not, but I'm gonna glaze him with green. This is the big trust the process phase. Right now it looks dirty. Yeah, it just looks dirty. And I don't know what happened here. I have to say that's quite an interesting look. But after that, I didn't really know what to do. So I decided to do the background first, because why not? For Zelda, I first applied a lot of blue. It's a really, really beautiful blue. Just look at it. It's so piercing. It's almost piercing your eyes. I think that's a negative term, but it's like in a good way. I got to test some new brushes in exchange for a TikTok, so I'm not gonna advertise them on here, but you can look into my TikTok if you want to know what I used. The clouds came out really well. Sorry that I'm moving the canvas a lot. I was filming in between. I started applying brown, because as we all know, grass is brown if it's dead. I wanted to add golden grass. I don't know if I succeeded, but the texture makes it look way better. And the pale yellow on top makes it look golden, I hope. And that took longer than it may seem. And throughout that, imposter syndrome started kicking, or whatever that was.
Today was a typical procrastination day. My screen time peaked today. The worst form of procrastination is being on TikTok. I played piano, I played violin, I started writing, how is it called in English? This kind of stuff. And then I also cleaned the bathroom and the whole bunny cage. I did anything but art.
But I did not give up. I continued with Link. Now for Link I had two choices, either Sky Island background or a more dark, eerie background. And I decided to do a dark background, and there's like blue-green mist coming from his hand. And to complete the circle or the triangle, I made Ganondorf red. Because of course, that's the only fitting color. I had no idea what I was doing really, like always. I mixed up a bright skin tone and applied it to Link. And then I slowly started adding more color, more shadows, more details. And that was the in-between stage. Let me tell you, Link's hair color is extremely hard to get. It ranges from bright blonde to dark blonde to almost some shade of red. So I just made it like something in between. Speaking of colors, I think I made Ganondorf a bit too green. He looks a bit like Shrek. But that's fine. The red is kind of contrasting that. But I managed to fix it by glazing some darker paint on top. So he's still green, but not as green. And also his abs. I loved painting his abs. His abs are beautiful. Zelda probably had the most detail out of all of them because of the part that's here on the dress. So I started off with the skin. Maybe her skin color is a bit too red, but I think it's fine. Once I had all of these rough versions, they were ready to get some detail on them. And that's one of the most relaxing parts. Most of the time. I actually really enjoyed making the jewelry on Ganondorf. I struggle a bit with Link's arm and the light effect because I made it a bit wider than it actually looks, but I really do like how it turned out. And the rim light on Zelda was the cherry on top. That's when it started looking right. So now there you have it. Here's Link. I love the texture. Here's Zelda. Fun fact, I started sketching this before I unlocked all the memories, if you know what I mean. And here's Ganondorf, which was actually a challenge because I normally don't paint overly exaggerated anatomy. But it was really fun and I loved the end result. And of course, you have to arrange them in a Triforce. Correct me if this is not the right order, but I think it is. Courage, wisdom, and power. You cannot see that, right? Yeah, because I can't either. Ta-da! That looks pretty cool. Thank you for following my process. I have to say that I really appreciate all of you. I love that we have a small community here. If you want me to do anything that I haven't thought of, like with you as a community, tell me. I'd love to hear some suggestions. And also, I've been really busy. That's because this is probably the last video that I'm doing in my room, because I might have some kind of an office now, but we'll see, because I don't have my car at the moment. But here's a small preview for what will await you in the future. That said, most of you probably know, but I live in Germany. And yeah, I'm going to the Dokomi on Sunday, July 2nd. I'm just there as a cosplayer, but if some of you are going as well, maybe I'll see you there. I will give updates in my Instagram stories, if you're interested. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a nice day, evening or night, and see you in July. I have something special coming up. I'm extremely excited. Bye!